But in two, and most importantly, let us please support them. Ukufaka nje item eyodwa oyithenge kubona. Just one item. I'm sure ngokuya kwesikhathi will buy more from them. Siyababonga kakhulu for the support that they gave. Nanti ke isiphuthando, we say to you congratulations. Angikubonanga. Uba igama lakho?
Talent. Talent.
So please give them a big round of applause. Siyabonga kakhulu kunina. Nime nje lama reps en la khona sothatha group photo, eh? Now at this point, number 2 wethu ama reps abo mefika la ozoba number 1 kubona bazosikhumbuza ukuthi bebeshaya iphi ingoma. Kodwa ke ngizocela labantu abawu2 izinga labo liphezulu kakhulu. Angazi ama judges enze kanjani ukudecide la. Kodwa bengingafisi kuba yiwona namhlanje. Ngizocela i-sanctified bese ngicela nabadumisi bevangeli ukuthi beze ngaphambili. The reps of sanctified and abadumisi bevangeli, please come forward. Hayi nanka lama groups omabili. Ngizocela ningilethele both ama checks ka number 2 and number 1. The checks for both number 2 and number 1. Please, let's have them. So one of these people is our biggest winners for this year. One of them is our biggest winner this year. And want to congratulate number 2 as well. So when I call number 1, I won't be able, for obvious reasons, to mention who our number 2 is. But then they will burst into a song that made them to win this afternoon. And ladies and gentlemen, abo number 1, bengeke kwaba omunye ngaphandle kwalaba ngoba bengekho. I'm sure number 1 ngaba sinaye. Number 1 wethu this year abadumisi bevangeli. Ashayeni izandla abadumisi bevangeli. Abadumisi bevangeli, well done. Congratulations to all of you. Well done. Well done. Iphi message yokumbindulisa? Ngizokubambe.
Oh. Besisacela ukubonga kubo bonke abantu abafikile bazosupporta. Sibonge abalandeli babadumisi bonke, sibonge iGospel ID, sibonge ubaba uNgcobo ngokuthi ahlele umcimbi omuhle kanje. Siyacela nabanye abasemakhaya bawulandele.
Baze baqhubeka kahle lamadoda sibashayeni izandla bawethu. Well done, eh? Well done. Ngizocela ke nisondele for a group photo, at least some representatives of the groups. May I have 2 from each group? Please, 2 from each group, so that you can then have a group photo. Number 2, way to sanctified, please, 2 reps. And then our number 3 is Putando. And Abba Dumis Bevangeli, 2 reps as well. And Mandagano Zulu Tandega, please join them. Ngena nozo. Imangala. Enhle ngubo yakho maZulu ngathi wena uphuma number 1. Thank you. Ngicela siphinde labantu sibashayele izandla bakwethu ama groups atela. Mase siya ku category ama soloist. We want to remind you the announcement that we made this morning, and thank you, Pastor Namba, who we only ask on Friday afternoon if he can make this move. So when he called me on Saturday morning, yesterday, saying that he wants to meet me urgently, I thought it was going to be another issue, a totally different issue. But in actual fact, he wanted us to have a teleconference with the CEO of Universal International. And that's one of the biggest companies, recording companies that you have in the world. As we said, our number 1 is going to be receiving a recording deal from us as the municipality. But then most importantly, Universal, and something that we've been missing over the last 6 years, they are going to be getting a distribution deal, and that is extremely important. And this distribution is going to go to each and every part of the world. And the second one, and also very importantly, will be the marketing of these artists. So this means from now on, with the agreement and the relationship that we have with Universal International, we'll be having a meeting with them during the course of this week. It means from now on, we are going to have all our soloists at number 1 until maybe we have more deals for other categories who are going to be under the wing of Universal International. And that, for me, is the biggest achievement. At this point also, I want to thank App and Brew for getting into partnership with us. I know we may have paid them, but actually the amount that we paid compared to a friendship that we developed with them and the amount of work they did far exceeds the amount that we gave them. But then also I want to say there are other companies that have approached us and said, we believe this is the biggest brand that you can have if you're to bring us into our fold. So we're going to open a number of discussions with various production houses so that you can see as to how we take this event forward, this program forward. Otherwise, for me, I've seen growth and we are now ready to really enter aggressively the international market. I am now going to be announcing the very last category, and that is that of soloists. May I have the results for soloists, please? Ngiyabonga zethu ngokungiseva this afternoon la. Khona umuntu ade ngimsupport manje bengilongiphazamiseka ngazi ukuthi ushaye kanjani. I hope igama lakhe likhona. At this point, may we all put our hands together and congratulate umfana wakamseleku for getting number 3, and that is Xolani Mseleku. Xolani, please come forward. And congratulations to you. Sengenza imistake ke la. Kancane nje. Chairperson, my apologies. Please come forward. Our chairperson, usisi kumina umagnina. uSotobe uMasotobe ngizocela eze la ngaphambili, and my apologies for not calling out her name before ngikuqale lokho. Bese kuthi ke to represent PRC in this category, may I ask our programs manager, Jabu, ungitshela unengubo eveza cleavage, ngeke simise. Jabu, Sithole, please come forward. And then lastly, may I then ask, I hope he's still around, Dumim Kokstad to please come forward. One of our judges to represent the judges, Dumim Kokstad. Are you still around? You have nothing to rush at home. Ngimbonile nodokotela uthula ngabe ujahe ba. Udumo khona. Uma ngabe engekho ukhona. Uma ngabe engekho, let me check. Is Kainan Nyati still around? No? Kainan Nyati is not here. Abasekho. Engathi lempi yami le ngiyiphethe la iphelele. So ku number 3 wethu uXolani Msele, congratulations. Oh wena. Ngizocela sithathe naye number 3. Jabu Mangala. Jabu? Yeah, sondela. Oh bengababuki labanye bebenza njani? Oh. Bese ngiyangena. Thank you. And for our number 2 and number 1, I'm going to be asking these beautiful people to come here and thank all the soloists. In my view, the standard was extremely high. But then unfortunately, there can only be one number 1 and one number 2 and number 3. And those that could not make it this year, let me tell them a secret. Amahle was not number 1. Amuhulang, as far as I can recall, was not number 1. There are so many others who were not number 1s. But depending on decisions they took after the finals, they are where they are this evening. So at this point, it is my pleasure to please ask the 2 people to come forward, and that is Zandile Tilela Zandile Tilela, please come forward. And also, this one reminds me of Bruce Lee. Lee, please come forward. Sean Lee, please come forward. One of them is going to be our 2020 Gospel Icon Discovery winner. And this person, as we said, is going to grab for him or herself 100,000 rands, which includes the recording deal, but then also a contract with us that when we have functions, we are going to engage them and pay them for their services. This means, therefore, they must first and foremost see us as their reservoir for earning an income. Because if we don't have confidence in them, who else is going to have confidence in them? But then also, most importantly, they must know that they are going to be meeting quite soon the representatives of Sony International, so that the agreements could then be concluded and they start working as soon as possible. And as we said, we want to make use of this arrangement to encourage songwriters around Durban, more particularly, to please come forward and make an offer to write songs for these people. Ngoba uma ngabe kungekho umuntu ozobabhalela amaculo, kusho ukuthi asikwazi ukuya phambili. So at this point, I am going to go ahead and announce the winners. Oh, Inanda. Oh, okay. Now, this is what is going to salt and pepper. Nisakhona madoda. Nina niyazi ke ingoma zabe nibhala phansi. Announce number 1. Niyazi kwenzeka kanjani. Ngoba we need to iphe enye mic. Asithole mic yesibili la. Can we have a second mic? You will give the second mic to the winner, and that person will just burst into a song. And our winner this evening on the soloist for the year 2020, and as we said, going away with 100,000 rands and a deal from none other than Sony International, which means today, as we stand on this stage, we have a mega international star, the star that is going to remind people that he or she comes from Durban, and that he was born or she was born out of this program with the support of the people that we have here this evening. And this person is going to be, I understand, the biggest name in the music industry is Beyonce, and that person is going to be more than Beyonce. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you now to our winner for 2020 with all of these accolades. And we thank our number 2 for making that contribution, because without him or her, this would not have reached the standard it reached. And our number 1 this afternoon, this evening, is none other than Zandile.
sami wana watu ni mtwana nami wingama ya mempapala kuyo ya ngiyakho munye oyangifana munye ngangiphathana yona umhlaba wangangiyakho munye oyangiyakho umhlaba wafana nawe Yes, maga tangi chaga koyoimo. Yang saba namunya. Oh ngangi patela yo.
To hand over, ujabu seshone puba utakahambe. Akasekho la? Awu kahle yini bo. Angeza lapha. Ukuthi waslo ukucula ngaye la bese ngicanda sakwazi. So now at this point I'm going to hand over to the chairperson to pass on whatever words that are in her heart to our winner this evening. Uyangitshela ukuthi ufuna ukumculela chairperson. Is there another mic?
Beautiful sound.
Can I have another mic, please? Our chairperson, Osisto, will then make some few remarks. Then let me tell you that after this, and I see we're already serving dinner, please stay for dinner as we conclude the proceedings for this evening. Sisto, our chairperson.
Siyabonga kakhulu Mapholo. Bengithi ngizocula ngithi i-trophy yethu
Usengaculo.
wena i-trophy yethu
Bese ngiyabheka mina ke la.
Ngoba kekho omunye esingamnika
Yona. Shayan madoda. Awusha.
Sinika wena i-trophy yethu sinika wena i-trophy yethu sinika wena
Ngoba kekho
komunye.
Uyakwazi.
Ngicela nimshayele ihlombe ngijabula kakhulu nanokuthi usisi inkosi yami siyabonga kakhulu sisi wethu.
Owase following.
Hayi.
Sondela jaba.
Hayi. Ay, Nkosi yami, lento esishiwo Mapholo.
Awubungazini. Awu.
Yazi angigwazanga angazi lutho. Kodwa nami ngwasefolweni. Ngaze ngajabula mkhaya siyabonga. Siyabonga.
Oh, bengicela ama winners number 2 and number 3 please come quick for a group photo before we leave the stage and hand over to our host this afternoon. Usuzwile ukuthi ubuye eholweni, ha? Namhlanje kube nani basefolweni. Kusho lento ilahle ngempela. Lisethekwini nasefolweni. Ilapha ehlala khona somfana, yamazi umfana. Imagine kuyimuntu wangasomfana. Mr. Lee, siyabonga baba. Where is number 3? Yeah. Ngizocela sibanikeze ihlombe elikhulu bakwethu for the last time this evening. These 3 warriors. These are our people, these are our kids, and I'm looking forward to work with them. Please don't disappear, you guys. You are our assets from now on. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to hand you back to our very beautiful host, abasiphathe kahle kakhulu namhlanje, umfowethu uSbu, uShenge, kanjani nosisi wami uNdlovukazi uMapule for the job well done. Thanks a lot to both of you and all our other program directors. Thank you.
Siyabonga kakhulu Mapholoba. Cela siphinde sishaye izandla ezinkulu.
Ngwani?
Shayele wonke ama-winners sehlangene.
Shayele bafana.
Awu, izandla isekho seniphethe ifologoni. Cela siphinde sishaye kakhulu nje bakithi.
Hawu.
Hayi,
Kuyadliwa manje. Oh, very good.
Okay.
Oh.
And bengisathi sisazocela ukuthi baphinde bashayele thina izandla bakithi. Akizwanga uMapholoba eyicela.
Hayi ngeke isashawa manje izandla, ngeke isashawa manje izandla. Siyabonga kakhulu to enjoy your food. May the good Lord protect you as you're going back home. uNkulunkulu anigcina anilondoloze anifezekisele zonke izidingo zenu aphendule yonke imikhuleko yenu. Siyabonga kakhulu.
Bless your hearts. Good night.
Thank you.